Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War, Campaign 13, Week 7, Day 7. So today, of course, we're going to be going over all the weekly spoilers, so not too much going on next week, another team week. And as well as continuing to whittle down our vault key stack. We're pretty much at 1111. And yeah, trying to get that down to about 500 before next vault event, maybe even lower, we'll see. I want to keep some amount of reserve, but obviously we're going to get some from the next vault event. But anyways, let's go and start going over all the weekly stuff. So, Show No Mercy. For Cinemirage, of course, Cinemirage doesn't have that many troops, so compared to some newer kingdoms, it has a decent number. Blue-yellow, as far as what it does, gives a bunch of attack to the first ally, and then converts all yellow gems to purple gems to boost the effect. And of course, as per usual, they do not have the boost ratio, so we got to go look it up. The boost ratio is 3 to 1. So for every 3 yellow gems, it'll boost it by 1 additional when it converts from yellow to purple. And inflicts curse on all enemies. The fact that this has empowered is rather interesting. So it's yellow to purple convert, which we have like several of already, I feel like. Things that convert that. Like there already literally is like a red-yellow that converts yellow to purple. And now this is a yellow-blue instead of a yellow-red that does the same. But it gives a bunch of attack to your first ally while still giving you mana. Interesting. We have a version of this that gives attack to ally and converts skulls. But we don't have a version that does it for mana, though the skull one seems better in most situations. I guess there might be a niche purpose where this works. Actually, one place that this might work really well, oddly enough, is Guild War. On Guild War, you often actually deny your own yellow mana, as it is safer than keeping your yellow on the board against many teams that are pretty meta at the moment. So it could get used for that, as you might actually use mana more than you would use the skull damage, even though you still gain attack. I don't know, it's a very weird niche, but as with every Empower, it is good. Pretty much anything that ever gets Empower will be viable to some way, shape, or form. Anyways, is the scoring annoying? Yes, no, kind of. Variable number, blah, blah, blah. As the battles against... Okay, Bane and Mercy. Bane and Mercy. Oh, sorry, Bane of Mercy. Never mind, that's one troop. Alright, so that's fine. Yeah, it's just rarity order. Just don't take the Sibyl of Lust. The Sibyl? The Sibyl? The Sibyl of Lust. Whatever that is. Don't take that. The one with very weird name. But don't take Lust, basically. Take the other ones. And that's the one that scores lowest. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Just rarity order and don't take Lust. Easy as that. Anyways, so other things. No tarot cards, so that's coming out just naturally through the thing. Through the season pass. Oh yeah, we are getting the new faction trip this Friday. I guess we'll go bring up a little thingy for that. Go copy, 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 paste, paste, paste. Put this guy over here. And there we go. Alright, so this guy. Vulpine Watcher. This, of course, for the new kingdom. It's also a bounty troop, so this will count for both of them, of course. It chooses one, as is almost every mechanic from this place. It gets to either create 3 freeze gems, which, of course, are blue gems that, when taken, will freeze a random enemy, or you could be frozen by it up 2 if the enemy takes it. And the other thing they can end up doing is steal magic +1 armor from a random enemy. So, unfortunately, this seems like it is useless. There's better things that have stone skin. It doesn't do much mana accumulation. Its either or options are 2 pretty underwhelming options. So unfortunately, not going to be usable for Bounty Hunter, and will not change the meta, though we have to use it this Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the bounty event this time around, and then we'll never touch it again. But yeah, alright, so nothing else going on there. As far as standard weekly stuff, I believe it is just all the stuff for Cinemirage, as it is Cinemirage week after all. Let's just go check it real quick. So, everything that we have going on next week. We have ourselves the Ward event that we just went over. We have ourselves the standard faction event, and it's for, yes, Steps of Sins, for the Cinemirage. For Wednesday, we have a pet rescue for... Actually, is this a new one? No, that's the Cinemirage pet. That one's existed for a while. Thursday, we have the class event for the Cinemirage class, which is the Doomsayer. Pretty underwhelming class, but still one that you can get upgraded, of course, and all that. And this Friday, as we already kind of went over with the Bounty Troop, there is, well, of course, Bounty Hunter, if there's a Bounty Troop. The Bounty Troop itself, as we just said, is pretty bad, but if nothing else, the loot for Bounty Hunter is pretty good. So we got that, at least. I actually skipped on the previous Bounty Hunter, the main reason being we had a Vault event during the previous one, which means where's our other Vault event? We don't have another Vault event. It's not coming. When is the next Vault event? Do we know? We don't. Where's our Vault event? I think it's supposed to be like mid-April. But we can currently see up to the... Come on, we're even getting another bounty before then. Wait, what? We're getting a whole nother bounty before another vault. Where's the vault? Look at that. That's such a wide gap. Where's that third vault event we were supposed to have soon after the double? Because one of them was the standard one of them was the compensation one, and then the other one doesn't exist. So it was basically in 2 normal vault events. But yeah, where's the third one then? I'm not sure, but anyways. Let's go and do things. So, of course, every weekly we have already finished ages ago. We finished out World Event, we finished out Raids on day 1. We finished out... actually, oh, Loco, gosh, you really went for leaderboard there. So the only other main thing... And, of course, we actually finished all the crowns as well. So let's go and just take out standard dailies for now and just open some Volkies. As that seems to be most of the things we need to go tackle. Anyways, let me go say hello to everyone, too. Hello! Also, I just checked before we started to stream. Kafka has still not sent me codes. I'll go remind her tonight. I might even poke her on the forum. But I have not heard back from her. Actually, has she made any posts on the forum in the last, like, day or two? Hello, Isabel. Not counting, like, the auto post thingies, which I don't think it goes in through her name. But they do have, like, some of those auto posts, like the weekly objective thing. Anyways, hello, Isabel. Hello, Lester. Hello, Emernator. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Maximus. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It took the devs a while to figure out so that the third is not really the third. Oh, yeah, it is Diamond Day today, too. Oh, top 3? Come on, I need the Dragonite. No! Well, it's time to play Guess That Door. Let's see. Let's go start a poll. The Door of Guessing. Spelled it wrong. The door. They still spelled it wrong. How on earth am I this bad at typing? The Door of Guessing. Also, I didn't spell with 2 S's. There we go. Question mark. The Door of Guessing? There we go. Yes or no? The Door of Guessing. Yes or no? No. 4, 5. Oh, so we got like double wrong last time. It was like the last one we chose. The one that was most voted for, it wasn't. Then it wasn't 4, and it was 5 last time. But there we go. The Door of Guessing. Alright, we'll see which one it comes out to then. Actually, do I still have any tea left? I do not. Gosh, I drank all the tea already. I just grabbed that like right before I started to stream, and I downed the whole thing before the stream even started. Good old hydration. Anyways, where were we? So, how's the Door of Guessing doing? Currently looks like 6 is in the lead. Let me go bring up all the options because it's only showing me the highest one. 6 is in the lead, 5th is in second, and 4th is in dead last. So it looks like we might be clicking 6 again. Isn't that what won yesterday? I'm pretty sure 6 won yesterday. If I had to guess based on the setup... Yeah, I want to say it's 5. It might be 5. So 6 is winning, so we'll probably go with 6 here. Give it another second. Also, I'll hand out a code after this, too. Also, this is the last code I have, by the way. I am actually out of codes, because I still have not heard from Kafka, so this is our very last code until we get more. Which I might as well just hand it out right now. There you guys go. Enjoy. Even if I get it or don't get it, there's the code. Yeah, it was 5 yesterday. Let's go with 6. No! It's gonna be 5 again. No, it was! I knew it! It was 5 again. It was indeed the 5. Anyways, there we go. What do we have to deal with? Curse and bleed. That's basically the equivalence of nothing. That's fine. At least we didn't hit bad traps. But nope, no one step closer. But I was right, it was 5. It's 2 5s in a row then. The last 2 days have both been 5. Should we just pick 5 every time? I've been getting a lot of 5 lately. Really likes the 5s. You know, the second we click 5, it's gonna be 4. Exactly what's gonna happen. Like, the second we click 5, it's not gonna be 5. And so far, it really likes those 5s. Right, you being 1 mana short is unfortunate. I almost want to put a Marilith there or something. It doesn't get backup resummon though, a Marilith. But one nice benefit of Marilith is it does have a +1 into itself, which is very convenient for getting its mana up. Also has a 1 lower mana cost, but it also lacks a summon, which is kind of sketchy in some situations. Because infinite resummon, like this, I get to solo a whole team if he feels like it. But how much resummon he has, and often he feels like it. Which even right now, if he doesn't poke me, get another resummon. Zul'Goth him down. Don't even need it. Could just take another Skull the Angry Mob, and there we go. Full body shave? Oh yeah, we shaved today. I have 2 hairstyles, on and off. We're currently on off. But eventually it'll grow back to on. I still need to shave the neck a little bit better too. I just did it very quickly. I didn't bring out the other shaver. I need to later. I'm pretty sure you can't see it with how small our head is over here. Especially with the shadow of the mic over top of us. Gosh, I need to get better lighting in this room. I have like 1 light source. Well, technically 2, but the other one's like barely anything. The problem is like where do I position it? Like I have room in my corner over there. But I have like no room over there. Unless I'm like mounting it on the wall or something. Alright, there we go. How far are we on Dragonite? Aren't we like not even halfway there? We are not even halfway there. Of course we're way closer than that, but you know what I mean. Like towards the 1000. As far as actually being there, we're way beyond the halfway point. We're pretty much already there for double Diamantia. But we're just on the final stretch to go get them. Oh yeah, this is redeem code we just handed out. Thank you whoever claimed it. Anyways, let's go take out the other daily, and then we're pretty much just spending a good chunk of time, like we have been kind of recently, just grinding Valkies. It's been the plan recently, and we're continuing with it. Manscaped, no. Yeah, I've seen so many ads for that. It's actually insane how many, like, random YouTubers, like, promote the thing. Ever since they updated the trap RNG, the traps seem to actually stay in the same places for several days. Does it? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have collected data in private for it, too. Collecting all the data. And then just not showing it, otherwise they would change it again. But yeah, it definitely doesn't seem fully random. Like, it never has. Like, even after the change, it still doesn't feel fully random. Which I wish it was. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Janice. Yeah, having to make correct guesses with no information is pretty unfortunate. But I also hate the inverse of, like, it being predictable. And then, you know, you could just, like, almost data mine, like, what all the answers are, and then you have to check, like, a third-party source just to know what your rooms are. Like, both ways, I kind of hate it. Obviously, the best way would be to have some kind of in-game way of, like, knowing, like, hey, maybe this one is a trap, maybe it's not. I always hated the RNG Dragonite per day. It was not a good mechanic. Honestly, a lot of things that they did with the Dragonite, other than the dragons themselves, are pretty bad. Like, all the things you get from it are good, but the way the actual system works for the currency of Dragonite is horrifically bad. It's kind of unfortunate they haven't really done much to fix it. They added a gnome to make it a little bit easier to get it, but it doesn't fix the initial problem. Of which there is a big one. Oh, also, I just realized, no, I didn't do it with, I didn't do my adventure board with Rowan build. I meant to, and then I clicked on Phoenicia build. Oh well, not too big a deal. Anyways, we currently have 1,118 Valkies. I plan to get that to 1,000 this stream, I think. I think that's our goal for the rest of the stream. Is stay here until we have 1,000 keys left. Which should be doable. That takes like, what, an hour? Not even. Depends how quickly we take them. At least we can do about 2 per minute. Which would come out to 120 in an hour. Which is exactly how many I need to open, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to keep opening Valkies till we have 1,000 left. That's the game plan for tonight. And hopefully we'll get some good things along the way. Unfortunately, I don't have any extra codes to give out if we do. as I am actually out of codes now. The code we just handed out is the very last one we have until Kafka gives us more. Hopefully she'll see our billion messages and give us a code soon. But I'll try to message her. I'll remember, hopefully, to message her after this stream on the forum. Because I keep poking her on Discord, but I haven't actually poked her on the forum yet. Did I finally get the best bird? Oh yeah, I finally got it. Actually, I did it, like, right before the stream. Like, an hour beforehand. He's almost forgot about it again. Yeah, I got the bird. Is he returning as well? Because I should probably farm the event. Well, I haven't been playing the game as much. I know the air terror shards are really good. And I kept running out of them like crazy. And he's so easy to kill that I should go farm a ton of them later. I think the event has already ended at this point. But I think they're doing it twice, like they have with quite a few of them. But when they do it again, I'll need to find some time that we can actually grind it. Not sure if we'll do it on stream, but we definitely need to grind it for a few hours just to get a ton of them. Like, I need to get max stack of 999 just to never run out. This Flying Terra is very useful. And he drops like 20 per kill. So it doesn't even take that long. He dies in like, what, a few minutes? And he gets 20 per kill. It'll take like 3 hours, which is pretty much what I said. It'll take about 3 hours to get max stack. I don't need to wait another weekend because I think it just ended like literally as we started stream. Yeah, I have no clue what Lester's trying to get me to say. Generally, when anyone tells me to say something, we never do. Because it's almost always something weird. Like, when you're looking at it, it doesn't seem like it is, but then you actually say it, and it's like, oh. And put an orange shirt. Wait, what shirt color am I even wearing right now? Blue? Blue. I don't even check most days. I literally just... If it's not a Guild War day and I'm trying to, like, match the color, I literally just grab random shirt from cabinet, and that's the one I wear. Or not cabinet, whatever you call it. Wardrobe. Not wardrobe. I don't know, what do you call it? Closet. Why can I not think of the word for closet? But, yeah, I generally just grab random shirt. That's how I decide what I will wear on given day. I have a few pants I always wear with a billion pockets. And, the shirt choice is just randomly pick one with hand going into closet. And whatever it pulls out is what I'm wearing. That is my methodology of what shirt I wear on a given day. So no good orbs yet tonight, though we're still young, only 10 in. Still many more to open. Because we're opening essentially 1018, unless I over-open them. At minimum, we're opening 118 today. Slightly more if we find Volkies in our Volkies, which has been happening a lot more recently. I feel like prior to the last several months, I like never got Volkies in my Volkies. Though it could also be just how many Volkies I've been opening the last several months, that it feels like we're getting more. But I don't know, it just feels like we've been getting so many Volkies in our Volkies lately, compared to normal. Could just be from the higher number overall being opened, making it seem like we're getting it more often. But I feel like prior to the last several months, I have gotten like one ever. And in the last couple of months, we've gotten like dozens of Volkies and Volkies. Of course, quantity-wise, we've opened a lot more, but I still feel like ratio-wise, we've also been getting more. Wear an orange shirt tomorrow? Why? What is tomorrow? Is there a holiday tomorrow? Let's see, tomorrow is 3/20. It's not 4/20. I don't know, what holiday is tomorrow? Earth Day? St. Patrick's Day already happens. Do it for the Krillin crossplay? Oh, I see what you mean. The Dragon Ball Z thing. I never really got into Dragon Ball Z. I've watched it somewhat on Cartoon Network, back when it used to air on it, like 15 years ago or something. And I would occasionally see it. I don't know. As much as I like dragon-like things, I never really cared for Dragon Ball Z. It always felt like they prolonged everything for so long. I know that's kind of like an anime trope, just in general. But I feel like what could have been done in 5 minutes takes them 5 episodes. Like, the amount of stall in some episodes is absurd. Like, a single fight scene could take, like, hours. Over how many episodes it goes over. It just prolongs everything so long. Oh, tomorrow's the first day of spring? Nice. It's felt like spring forever down here. Where I currently live, there's no such thing as seasons. It is summer, scorching summer, slightly less scorching summer, and very chill summer. Those are the 4 seasons we have. And pretty much nothing in between. As long as you don't go back online, you confirm the infinity. That's what Dragon Ball Z franchise is famous for. And I never really got into anime. I've seen parts of some. But, I don't know. Like, I don't hate it. And I generally like animated things. I just don't... I don't know. They generally do, like, such weird plot points. I feel like they have some of the most incoherent plot progressions, like, in existence. It could just be that every single one I've ever watched just are some that are not as good. But anime just goes, like, all over the place. And in a shorter form, I think it works. Like, anime, like movies, I feel like works, because that pacing is kind of better for it. But, like, 100, 200, multiple 1,000 episode things that go all over the place just seem kind of weird. And hard to keep track of. Hey, 300 gems. Like, for a movie, it makes sense because you have a very limited time. So in that form factor, it kind of works. Like, I loved all the Studio Ghibli movies. Most notably, Spirited Away, probably my absolute favorite. Of the bunch. But I feel like an entire, like, 100 episode series of, like, Spirited Away would not be good. Or, like, a couple movies. Did they ever make a sequel? I don't think they ever did. That was one that really felt like it could have used one. Like, it didn't leave off super cliffhangery, but it did leave off in a way where they could have definitely done a sequel. Hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. Trying to see if we could get a white edge to get both manas, and luckily we did. It's always unfortunate when one of them is just slightly short. But hey, once we have Diamantia, we won't have to worry about that. We should be able to one-shot with it. I already have multiple teams planned. Though I think we're only going to need one. Still got to wait another week, though. Actually, what day next week will we have it guaranteed? We're currently sitting on 400 something. So 10 days. Possibly... Oh, wait, would it be... Yeah, it would be 10. Gosh, I was going to say, maybe it's like a week, but no. We got to wait till next weekend. We won't have it till... Actually, later than that. We won't have it till, like, the following week's Wednesday. Unless we get lucky. Which could still happen. These, of course, merchants can have them. As soon as once we whittle these keys a little bit lower, we will go back to the Vault Key... not Vault Key grind, but the Mimic... Not the Mimic... I will eventually say the right thing. The Merchant grinds. As we haven't been hunting as many merchants lately. And he does have some pretty good stuff. Of course, the Angel has even better stuff in a way. You don't get as many Angels. Also, no good orbs tonight. Unfortunate. 300 in. I mean, 30 in, I mean. You got the last of your 6 dragons today? Huge congrats. Nice, Jason. Huge, huge congrats. I mean, Emanator, I mean. Why did I say Jason? Oh, because you're both talked right next to each other, my bad. Huge congrats, Emanator. Yeah, it felt good to finally have them all done. But then you have the grind of having to get all the Diamantia after that. Well, the weapons, then the Diamantia. Which is unfortunate because you know, like, the hardest part of the grind is done, yet you still have to wait, like, a month or month and a half to get all the Dragonite compiled. Which is not ideal. Because you're finally done with, like, the RNG part of the grind, and it's like, yep, still gotta get the rest of the Dragonite. Which is half the battle. Technically more than half the battle if you get unlucky enough. Come on, good orb. Please. I haven't seen any of the juicy ones tonight. Not even on the minor orbs, let alone the majors. The best we've gotten so far is nothing. I was going to say an ingot, but ingot's like the worst one. Ingot's worse than the actual base ones. Like a purple and blue are substantially better. Even an orange and green are better than it. Because at least an orange and green do something. Orange saves you celestials, green saves you souls. Saving ingots currently does nothing in the state of the game at the moment. Because there's nothing that infinitely ingot sinks. Unlike things that there are, even though there are not that many, there are infinite celestial sinks and infinite soul sinks in the game. But none for ingots. Making it arguably, at least in the current state of the game, the worst valued orb of them all. It's unfortunate because of all the new orbs, it takes up half the drop table of the new orbs. Half of them are ingots, half of them are the other 3 combined. So hello, Ejula. Welcome, welcome. How exactly does the Deep Delve work? You're trying to get one going. Basically, the way that Deep Delves work is they can only be done in kingdoms that have, or factions that have unlocked it. Currently, that only includes about 6 factions. And they're not really marked unless you see the button on them. Like, some of them are like Hall of Guardians, All-Seeing Eye, and a few others. But basically what they do is you use double the sigils, or, you know, 2 of the little things instead of 1. But it ends up giving you a guaranteed treasure room, as well as a 1 times higher multiplier across the entire delve when you do it. Overall, it's a pretty dead feature, mostly because they didn't buff the loot enough to be worthwhile. As you're progressing through the game, it is normally better to do 3 individual battles. Or, you know, the 2 individual battles that it would have cost you than to actually do a deep delve. So for the most part, you can pretty much just ignore deep delves. I think there might be an achievement for it or something, so if you want to go do that, there is. But otherwise, it is better value just to use all the sigils separately than to use them for deep delves. I'm not sure if they're ever going to tweak that into the future. But as it currently stands, deep delves are basically dead content upon arrival. They just didn't do enough to be worthwhile taking. Oh yeah, we shaved our head. I find it funny most people don't notice. We go from lots of hair to no hair. Though in all fairness, I really need to find a way that the mic shadow doesn't, like, block my face. That's the thing that always ends up happening too. Is that like we're like it's like still going there if I go like any amount down. Like a big shadow blocking it. It's more so the lighting situation in this room, which I haven't ever found a permanent solution to. They'll need to at some point. It's a very weird shaped room. Well, not really weird shaped. It's just how I have everything set up makes it hard to do proper lighting for what we do, particularly for the green screen. Because on one side there's enough room to do it, but then your lighting will be uneven, which is almost more of an issue than having bad lighting to begin with, if you're just getting all your lighting from one side. Get a ring light. What I need to do one day is try to figure out how to put a light, like, right there, somehow, in that general area. I'm just not sure how I would do so, because the ground is currently a billion cords, and slash TV, slash laptop, because the other side is really easy to do. Like, I can get proper lighting for that side within, like, less than a week. Like, that side will be really easy. Figuring out a solution for the other side's the biggest issue. And I can't really do it in front of me either, unless I, like, replace the wall with lighting. Which I kind of want to leave free in case I ever put, like, a mounted TV there or something. The one thing I could do is just remove that TV from there. The problem is when we need to stream off of anything that's console-based. Because that's basically my... Because now that I got a second TV for this room, a couple months back, I almost never use the old one. The old one is pretty much only when we do streaming for it. And we very rarely stream off of it. Like, very, very rarely. Unless I'm doing something on Nintendo Switch, we're like never streaming on it. Or using it for anything. Did you see her above a comment about Decidueye? Also, hello Tyrion! Oh, sorry, I didn't see the thing. How do I keep missing you in chat like every time? I'm not sure what it is. Actually, I don't even see your first message. Let's see. Where is your first message? Let's see. Let's see, I saw that, I saw that. I've seen every single one of your comments. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, though. So maybe it is hiding the one that I can't see. Because I have no clue which one you're talking about. Because I read every single one of your comments, but none of them really mention it. And I have it set to all chat as well. Oh wait, no I don't. Never mind. It's not set on the other one. Gosh, why does it keep doing that? No, go back. There we go. Alright, now I should be able to see it. Hopefully. Why does YouTube always do that? It's so annoying. I'm not sure if it's actually hiding anything. But based on people mentioning that, it's like, hey, why are you ignoring my thing? And then I go look back at it and it's like, wait, it's not here. It happens so often. It's really annoying. Because it keeps, like, hiding random messages that some of you guys might see, but I actually can't visibly see it. Yeah, just post it again. And I shall see it. Oh, you wanted it for the trophy? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just go to, like, Cinemirage or something. Or, sorry, not Cinemirage. I mean, All-Seeing Eye. If you're just looking to get the achievement, just do Deep Delve in any of the several locations that exist in. Hall of Guardians, All-Seeing Eye. Trying to think of a few others. Just do it in one of those two. I know there's like 5 or 6. I actually forget what most of them are at the moment. Mostly because they're pretty irrelevant in the current state of the game. Though I hope they do update them to be better. Wish they would have done that to begin with. But the biggest thing they need, the reward chest at the end of a Deep Delve needs to be improved. Like what actual loot is in it. Because that would instantly fix the issue. Like I was hoping they would have a completely different drop table, but all they did was the same drop table just with a 1 times higher multiplier. which is awful because that drop table is so overly saturated with stuff you don't need after you played a game for a while. So it would have been cool if it would have been something else, so that people who have already gotten enough of those material could, you know, get other material. That's not what they did. But they still could at some point, though. So that was Supernova. You have to remind him to look at the chat settings every day. I know. I literally tried changing it before this stream. And I think what I ended up doing was I clicked on the menu prompt to do so, but I changed it to what was it already set to. Because I know for sure before this stream I set it, but I set it to the same setting. Because it brings up a menu with 2 options, and I re-clicked the option that was already set. Which I don't think I've ever actually done that before, but I somehow went in the menu and reset it to the option it was already set to. You got the silver orb? Nice. We have not gotten anything tonight other than like the standard good drops, like 300 gems, 424 gem keys. Like, those aren't bad. They're not the main things we're looking for. Because we're on a hunt for basically 3, 4, 5-ish things. Major silver, or silver medal, gold medal, major pet, even minor pet. And that's pretty much it. There's a few others that are obviously also, like, okay value. Like, obviously a bronze is okay. A major forging is okay. But they're not, like, super high priority. As over time, we're going to have way more than enough of them. Because even though they are useful to us right now, they will, at some point, become not useful to us. Unlike silver, gold, and major pet that are pretty much forever going to be useful for the rest of time. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted to take! I was trying to cascade the thing into the 4 times red. And accidentally took the wrong column. You were saying if you don't go online, you can still infinitely farm Decidueye currently? Oh yeah, true. He is one-shottable too. I think you could even do it with Iron Hands. It's not the way I did it when I caught him. But yeah, that's true. I could actually still do that. Was this a one-off event, or is there a double event for it? Do you know? Because I wasn't paying attention at all, because I've been barely playing it lately. Because I was mentioning earlier that I do plan on farming it for a few hours. Not sure when, but at some point when I have time. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Which is so weird because the way they run Pokemon, or at least like the mainline Pokemon game, is so strange because they run it like a pseudo live service, where it's like a live service but it has an offline mode. And a live service with an offline mode kind of doesn't work. For one, people hack like crazy, which is an issue that Pokemon has all the time. But it also means that like timed events, you could just infinitely farm in the future, as long as you don't turn online back on. Because you can just keep it on offline and still have the event going. Because it doesn't know that it ended until you go back online. Which is why a lot of single-player games have like always online features. So you can't cheat the system or anything similar. Which is annoying, but also like somewhat justifiable. Like everyone who hates on single-player games that have always online, like it's not ideal, but I understand why they do it. For like the integrity of the game. It's particularly relevant if it's like a game that has both online and offline features. Like if it's a single player game purely with no online features whatsoever, then yes, you should not have an always online requirement for that game. But you know, if it's a game that's a mix of single player multiplayer, like it kind of makes sense to have an always online for it. You got a dragon cake. Oh yeah, because the anniversary for Puzzle Quest 3. Yeah, I did see the little dragon thingy. Because when I was going into Steam, I saw the little thumbnail for it. Because they have a little thingy. Which I actually like that. That Steam has like a bunch of things for like recent games. Let's see, there's a spring sale. Apparently, Pixel Piracy is actually doing some of the promises that they made several years ago and is actually updating the game after abandoning it for years. Some kind of patch notes for Dave the Diver. Apparently, Old School RuneScape got another update. There's the thing for Puzzle Quest 2, and a bunch of other things. Man, I like the little news feed for it. Apparently, Stardew Valley got something. Oh, the 7-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. Actually, it's kind of funny because we were covering like Stardew Valley some at the time, and yeah, it's been 7 years now. Gosh, I have not played Stardew Valley in like 6 years. Oddly enough, there's some of my most viewed videos, and it's really weird too, because some of our most low-effort videos ever are like Stardew Valley videos that like somehow got over 100,000 views, and I don't understand why. It's so strange. I'm still surprised the game is so popular to this day, though. I never bothered playing their multiplayer mode when it came out. Because while I do like the genre of what it is, I don't think I've ever played anything in that genre for that long. But the one exception maybe being Animal Crossing New Horizons, but that was mostly because of the pandemic at the time. If it wasn't for a pandemic, I probably would have put a lot less hours into that game. The pandemic definitely contributed to it, as there wasn't much going on around the time. Yeah, we could revisit Stardew Valley at some point. Is there a way to do a fresh file and just do like a co-op farm? Because we could get like a few people and just like start a farm from scratch for everyone who wants to join in and do like a cooperative thing. Because I'm not sure how their multiplayer co-op works. I've never tried it before because it came in after I already like stopped the game for ages. Yeah, Stardew Valley is pretty fun. It reminds me of when Harvest Moon was good. Back before they like reconsolidated as a company. The golden years of Harvest Moon. Actually, let me ask Google real quick. What is the best Harvest Moon game? I might actually own it and literally have it behind me. I know the GameCube one was pretty good. Its graphics probably did not date well, though. I believe the one for the Wii was okay, but probably wasn't considered one of the best. What is the best... I know this is pretty opinionated. Not Stardew Valley. Best Harvest Moon game. I'm willing to make a bet it's one of the GameCube versions. The 1996 version... Okay, this is bringing up all of them in order, I think. Let's see. Can something give me a straight answer? I know it's a very opinionated thing to say. Is there not a quick list I could check here? Why would you do this? No, I hate websites that do it like this. No. Don't! Why must any website be structured in such a way? Anyways. Oh, I absolutely hate websites that are structured in that way. Where they make you have to dive in like a billion pages so they could like sell you a billion ads on the sides. I just want a quick answer to what the overall opinion of the internet is on the best Stardew Valley game. Because I know the GameCube one was pretty high up there. I'm trying to think what others. Because the Wii one was okay. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the best, but it, you know, it was solid. I'm willing to make a bet it was one of the GameCube versions, though. There are so many good games that came out for the GameCube. It's so weird. Because if I'm not mistaken, the GameCube is like Nintendo's second worst selling console ever. Yet it has so many of the best games Nintendo has ever made. Or, you know, as a company, have ever released under their name. Because obviously it's not all the same companies making them, but you know what I mean. Also, I think I just changed the yes, I did. And many franchises started with GameCube, too. That still run today. For example, Animal Crossing. Well, technically it came out for N64, but for anywhere other than Japan, it came out initially on the GameCube. Because I think only Japan had the N64 version of the first Harvest Moon. I mean, not Harvest Moon, I mean of the first Animal Crossing, I mean. Imagine you're a YouTuber glowing up for playing Farming Simulator for a decade. There are people that do that. Actually, I saw one random channel at one point where there's like some kind of Facebook farming game. I can't remember what it's called. But there's some guy that I think's been making content on it for like a decade now. Like, it's almost like our channel for Gems of War, but he doesn't even play like other games. It's literally just like this farmulating, like farmer simulator Facebook-like game, which I'm pretty sure has been ported to mobile and everything else by now. And like, it's a channel dedicated just to that. Yeah, Farmville. And I saw that one day, and I was like, oh, hey, cool. Yeah, someone has a channel like entirely dedicated to like a decade of Farmville. Which I can't really say much. We pretty much have a channel dedicated to 8 years of Gems of War. Which is about the equivalence, channel-wise. Though we actually cover other stuff from time to time. Like, his whole channel is literally just Farmville. Nothing but Farmville. I remember a couple of those old Facebook games. I never really got into any of them. The dragon one seems kind of cool, but I hate timers. Like, if a game integrates it in a way that's, like, okay, then it's kind of fine. But when you're pretty much just playing Timer Simulator, not a fan of, like, energy/timer simulator games. Or just waiting for a billion things to refresh. That or pay money for make it go quicker. Is this one thing I like about Gems of War? Well, obviously some things are timer based as far as like how much dailies you can get within like a day, a week, stuff like that. You know, some things are timed in that regard. But you can infinitely farm most things in the game. The premium currency of gems you can, gold, souls, so almost every major currency. Even Volkies, or at least when Volk events are around. Which in turn leads to infinitely farming a bunch of keys and other material, and orbs and all that. Like, almost everything's infinitely farmable. Very rarely do you have to wait on a timer to get more of a resource. But the main exception being probably deeds. Though with merchants, it's a little bit less time-gated. Because now you can actually farm deed books, realistically. Unlike before, you had to wait for like daily timers or hope that adventure board had some. Now, if you want to, just keep spamming Explore until you see merchants. Like, you need the gems for it, but you can infinitely farm gems as well. Farmville's is a begging simulator. Yeah, a lot of the Facebook-like games were like that. As well as some mobile games in general. Where you like have to like recommend friends or like poke a friend and then they have to poke on their account and then you get resources for doing so. And then you both benefit it. And it basically encourages you to kind of like keep staying active. I feel like games that don't have as interesting of a gameplay loop tend to do that though. Like Gems of War's main way of doing that is tribute. So you don't actually need a second person, you just, you know, log in every hour. Which I do like only a few times per day these days. I really should take tribute more often. There was a point I was taking tribute like 16 to 18 times a day. On average these days I take it like 3 to 5. 26 more keys, and that would be 118 keys. Which isn't the most we've opened in recent times, but a good chunk. We're almost out. It's gonna feel so weird being out of all keys. Like, what are we gonna do to get more gems? Like, obviously there's a billion things we could do. But it's been like our main source of gems for merchants lately.